What's up, guys? We're back with another Rust What's Coming, and we're here to check out the new Radtowns and improvements to a few existing ones. And yeah, so new, we've got the harbors. We're going to go ahead and kind of take a little fly around and look at it. Also, they've done some other small changes and such, and I'm sure there's a few things they haven't mentioned, which we'll have to take a look at after the update itself rolls out in the dev blog, so I'll be doing a video copying that, or if anything else significant happens between now and the actual release. They have done some changes to animations with, I believe, the SMG, Thompson, AK, and the LR. The only thing with the LR I noticed, really, is it looks almost skinnier to me. So, I'm not sure if that's anything else, or if it was just a third-person animations. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a little fly around the test server and take a look. So here we've got our first harbor. It does come with a tower. This tower has nothing in it so far, so I'm not sure if this is something we're going to be able to go into, or if it's just here for looks. But yeah, we've got all these kind of like covered crates, sandbags set up nicely. There's lots of little, I would say, like trailer offices on here. Again, nothing on the interiors yet. I'm not sure if that's something they plan on it. These do have open doors you can just walk straight into, or a door that opens, so I'm assuming they will have something going on with them eventually. Probably loot. So then we've also got these right here, which are really cool looking. Little kind of like, I guess, lookouts. I'm not sure if we can climb them because there's no ladder. It looks like there should be a ladder in the center of them, or on the side here, and there isn't. So not entirely sure. But yeah, there's lots of little buildings. Again, a lot of them can't actually be gone into. I don't know if that's planned for change. As you can see here, this is our crane that we're used to from the train yard. There's usually loot up here in the train yard, so I'm assuming that is what we'll have. And we've got lots of boats, which we'll take a look at here in a second. We've got another little trailer house. Again, empty inside, but you can go into it. And we've got this nice, like, train yard, little dock station here, which I thought looks neat. Here is that forklift model they talked about. I'm not sure it is holding it. So yeah, the forklifts, a lot of them have stuff on them. It's just like whoever was here had to move last second, just disappear. So very, very interesting. One day I guess we'll find out what the lore behind this is, so we'll see. Looks like this truck trailer isn't done yet. They are working on the trucks themselves, which were shown off. If you haven't seen it, you can look a few dev blogs or a few of my videos back, and they'll show those. Those are supposed to be like loot points to give an alternative to the junk piles, and those, that way you'll be able to tell, oh, well, let's say gears are always going to be in the truck. You know, that kind of thing, I think, is what they're going with there. So we've got this building. It's kind of just up on stilts. Again, potential for a lot of loot spawns. Not sure. There doesn't seem to be anything spawning here. It could just be I'm on the staging branch and that nothing is coded into it yet. That very much so makes sense. So out here we've got a lot of hauling boats and some tugboats hanging out. You sadly cannot go in the boats. For some reason, they do have a ladder inside. So that is really weird. I'm not sure what that is. I wish we could go inside the boats. It'd be cool to go in them to get loot. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But, you know, this one's hauling, I guess what I would say is charcoal or coal. This one's halfway sunk, which is really neat. This one does have a little office, I believe you can go into. Yeah, so the... Oh, well, here you go. Here's a loot point. Let's see what we got. Ooh, an SMG body! So, we got that there. This boat's completely sunk. And I don't think you can get into any of these crates. Yeah, no. These are empty ones. You can kind of go around. This one, that would be cool if there's kind of some underwater loot kind of going on right there. And then we've got our huge magnetic cranes here. You can climb up them and get up into here. I'm sure you can do some fancy finagling and jump up onto here, and then you can probably walk along this thing. It'd be really cool if the top of the arm here would have loot or something. And yeah, we've got lots of neat little creepy lights. So at night it's going to be all misty and creepy like, which is really cool. And if you fall in the water here, there's multiple ways of getting up. So you can swim to here and climb up that, or you can go up a ladder, which is kind of nice. So, you know, if you're being chased or fighting someone here, there's multiple ways of ditching them in the water and then, you know, coming up somewhere else, which is pretty cool. And, yeah, so overall, these Radtowns are really, really cool looking. I love it. Another thing that makes me kind of question how long has this place been abandoned, because, like, this is a magnetic grip, I'm pretty sure. Like, if this has been forever, is this still going to be holding it? I feel like after a few storms or something, like, this is going to swing back and forth and the wires are going to wear. So, I don't know. Someone who's an expert in crane wire, you should totally comment below and let me know how long something like this could stay suspended without falling apart. And kind of, I guess, the same thing here. I don't know. I guess that same question should have come up when the train yards existed. So, anyways, this pretty much covers this harbor. We'll be back and we'll show the other one, which is a little bit different. And, oh, we just found another loot crate, so looks like it's taking time. Yeah, another gun body. Okay. The other thing, there is no radiation in either of these yet. I don't know if they plan on adding it or not, but there isn't. So far, all the worlds I've generated as well, they seem to spawn down on the south, so the desert. So that is also something that's very interesting. And actually, before heading there, we actually came across this. This is one of the Radtowns that have been redone, or I should say like a loot spot, and the warehouses are proper warehouses. They're no longer kind of that temporary prefab that was tossed in here that we grew to love. And the thing I love about the loot boxes is they're actually put in the shelves here, which is really neat. And you've got like a little office here. I don't know if this will be a loot spawn or not. Of course, you've got the repair table, recycler. This is another loot spawn right here, but there doesn't seem to be anything. We've got a little crane. Here's another box. So, yeah, I actually really love what they did with this. They look really nice, and it's just really cool to have, like, a proper thing set up now. And then it's slowly bringing the entire Rust world together. And this is kind of a cool thing, too. You can actually jump up on these tires and get up onto the roof. So that's also neat. You could try to sneakily ambush someone who's inside. Or guard your quarry while it's running. So, definitely really cool. Alright, and here we are by the other Harbor Radtown. And once again, like I said, they are in the south. It's in the desert. And this one happened to spawn on this seed next to a lighthouse, which I thought was really cool. Don't know if that's a purposeful thing. But this one is quite a bit different from the other one. Here you can see we've got the same cargo ships, we've got some more coal lying around, we've got several cranes, and there's lots of neat little kind of like jumps. So you can jump from, you know, over here into here, and then this gets you across into here. You can jump around down to there, or you can go all the way, you know, over here, jump into the water, go to this tugboat. So there's lots of different things you can do. It's got like a little, like gas, like propane gas. I think this is, yeah, danger flammable. It's gotta be gas. So you got these big old industrial gas containers here in this storage thing. Some of them are still covered up by nice old tarps, and it's just a really nice job on these. I love the way they look. And once we get those like floating supply boxes that they finished off a while ago, there'll be some stuff probably in the water, and who knows, eventually we'll get some kind of stuff of loot that is actually you have to dive for, and that will be really cool. So same thing here, you can kind of shimmy up and get to the top of the crane. Now, this one has the same little crane over here as well, and we've got, like, it looks like a little fuel depot, which is neat. And yeah, these are just beautiful. They've done a great job. I love the fact that there's some sea things. It gives me hope that one day there might be boats. I mean, how cool would it be to salvage parts off of this thing and make your own mini version? That, it would just be amazing. So, we hope. I know boats were put officially on the back burner, so that makes me a little sad. We'll have to see what happens there. Never know. But look at these little... We've got all sorts of little forklifts just lined up and ready to go. These... I would love to jump in one of these and run over somebody. And just put the fork, like, halfway up, and then just skew nakeds. And just drive around with nakeds just piling up on the fork. And terrorize people. That would just... Like, imagine they put in heavy armor, and then you're sitting here with heavy armor, and you're just skewing nakeds on the beach or something, and yeah, okay. Anyways, this is my terrible side showing out. But yeah, we've got some festive palm trees. I don't know why they're festive. That's the first word that came to mind. Again, we've got this trailer. This trailer is attached to the loot trucks. So again, maybe there'll be some in here, which will be cool. And, yeah, that pretty much does it, guys. Thanks for watching. Sound off down below how you feel about the new Radtowns. I hope you enjoyed this little look over of them with me. And, we'll see you next time for more updates of what's coming to Rust.